Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Urban Entrepreneur Show. I'm Anna Banks, your host. And let me start today's show with a question. Are you maximizing the power of PR and branding to elevate your business? Well, today, we have a very special guest for you that will help you to answer some of those questions that you may have about public relations, branding, marketing your business. So today we're going to really be diving in to this crucial topic, that's going to be able to help you as urban entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs globally, for you to be able to stand out and to thrive. Our guest today is the dynamic Karen Robinson. Now, she is the CEO of KNOWN819. And she is wait a minute, let me just recoil here. KNOWN819 is an international public relations, marketing, and branding company. And when I say international, I truly mean that. With Karen's wealth of experience in leadership, marketing, and branding, she has been a beacon of inspiration and guidance to small businesses, coaches, speakers, and authors in the United States. And I want you to hear this, in Cambodia and throughout Southeast Asia. In fact, I had the great fortune of spending 2 weeks with Karen in Cambodia as she hosted John Maxwell in Phnom Penh, Cambodia this past May. Karen is known for her unique approach to purpose-driven living and her commitment to helping others gain visibility and seize opportunities. In this episode, Karen is going to share her invaluable insights and strategies that will help you to transform your business. So get ready and take out your pencil and your pens or whatever it is that you need to write with, and get ready for this insightful discussion on how to harness the power of public relations, marketing, and branding to take your business to the next level. And help me to welcome my friend, my sister, and the CEO of KNOWN819, Karen Robinson.
Wow, Anna, what an amazing introduction. I'm excited about being on the show, and I cannot wait to dive in and have an opportunity to share with your audience and share with the people around the world just how to level up on your visibility.
And that's really important. I know that for a lot of entrepreneurs, we work hard, we keep our heads down, we're always in the grind. But even some people who are just absolutely amazing, they have all the credentials and everything. Hardly anybody knows them off the block.
One of the things that I say so often is creation needs to know you. Someone with good leadership and have the tools and the things that we need. It's almost like an apple tree in the back of a field. You're producing, but no one see you. So
Yes.
Visibility is everything.
Yes, you are absolutely right. So KNOWN819. I'm curious, Karen. How did you decide to name your company KNOWN819? What inspired you to create it?
Very great question. And probably the last decade, probably the last 10 years, I have literally been saying creation needs to know you. That's my tagline whenever I'm finished speaking, coaching, before I get off of a stage or close out a conference. The last thing I always tell my audience is creation needs to know you. Creation needs to know you. And being a woman of faith, one day God challenged me. He said, telling people creation need to know them is like telling someone that's discouraged that they need to be encouraged. They know they need to be encouraged. They know they need to be known, but they don't know how. He said, I want you to teach them how. So being a woman of faith, Romans 8:19 says creation is waiting for the manifestations of the sons of God. Creation is waiting for us, Anna. Creation is waiting for us. So the 8:19 is from Romans 8:19, and known is from my statement, creation needs to know you.
Oh, I love that. Romans 8:19. I'm writing that one down.
Yeah.
And I know you probably told me that before, Karen.
It's okay. No, write it down. I love it.
In context today,
Mm-hmm.
that really, really hit home. So, you've had a very impressive journey in helping small businesses, coaches, speakers, and authors gain visibility. What are some of the key strategies that you recommend that entrepreneurs, whether they be urban, suburban, or rural, um, do to stand out and to attract opportunities in today's competitive market?
One of the things I would literally suggest is that you make sure you are investing in visibility. One of the things that we do as an entrepreneur, we invest in our product. We even invest in information. We invest in workshop. We invest in, we're smart people, so we're going to learn. We've been taught to be learners.
Mhm.
We say leaders are learners are leaders. We talk about that. So everyone's in the learning mode, but in the learning mode, we forget that after we learn what we learn, now it need to become visible. We need an audience. So I teach people to be strategic about investing in visibility as well as information.
Okay. That is really true. I know that some people think that the visibility is just in social media, but it's not. It's a lot more than that, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely. Invisibility is being very intentional and strategical. Just as intentional you are with signing up for a workshop and going to a conference, you have to be intentional about being visible. For instance, it is social media. It may be getting out there, it may be doing a video, but it's also things that you can simply do. Make a cold call, send out an email, go present yourself, show up places, let people know that you are available. Be intentional, but you have to have something to offer as well.
That usually helps if you have something to
Yeah.
offer.
Yeah.
So, Karen, your work emphasizes purpose-driven living.
Mhm,
Now, how can entrepreneurs integrate purpose into their branding
mhm.
and into their marketing strategies so that they can create more impact and an authentic connection?
Absolutely. First of all, you really have to know your why. You have to know your reason. Your purpose is your reason. Your
Hmm.
purpose is your why. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And it cannot be because I'm making money. You guys, the first thing I need you to know is that purpose is within us. It's not around us. Again, purpose is within us. It's not around us. We are more purpose than we are person. And
Mm.
when we tap into our person and our purpose, which that thing that come natural without effort, without struggle, then it begin to platform and become the foundation of everything we do. So now it's no longer a job. It's no longer a struggle because it comes naturally out of you. So you're giving people of yourself. And when you give people of yourself, there's no struggle in it. So it's easy to produce, it's easy to connect with people because you're giving you, because you know who you are. So connecting purpose with product or purpose with business or purpose with people, it begins to expand you and expand your audience.
Oh, see, I love that. I don't think that I've even thought about it in that respect. I mean, I've heard,
Mhm,
about knowing your why.
mhm.
But in the context that you've just framed it, that gives it a whole different meaning that I think that anyone who is listening now or in the future will be able to really benefit from that. So thank you so much, Karen, for sharing how we can integrate our purpose
Mhm.
into the things that we're doing, as far as our business is
Absolutely.
concerned.
Anna, there's four things that purpose do. I always tell people purpose does four things.
Mhm.
It brings power because you have power and authority to be who you are and who you were created to be. It brings prosperity because now you're doing what you love and it's not a work. It brings popularity because now it's drawing people to you naturally, and it brings peace because you're not
Mm.
struggling because it comes out of you naturally.
Oh, I love that. Oh, could you just repeat those four P's again?
Yes, it brings power, popularity, prosperity, and peace.
I love the peace,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
right now the world is so crazy.
Mhm,
And if we can tap into that purpose for our business,
mhm,
no matter what then is going on around us, we
mhm,
will always have that peace at our core.
mhm,
Now that's huge. That
mhm.
is really huge.
Because purpose have power, purpose have people, purpose have product, and that way you don't have to struggle because it comes out of the purpose. An apple tree was created to produce apples, so it doesn't struggle to produce apples. They come out naturally.
That is so true. Well, Karen, I only really mentioned, that you're the CEO of Known 819, but you have so many other
Mhm,
hats that you wear. You're a publisher. You do a lot of work in Cambodia, that you I would say that you manage
mhm,
from the States. And how do you do this? What kind of time management secrets do you have? And can you share some time management strategies and
mhm.
techniques, that will help, our entrepreneurs, balance the multiple roles and still maintain productivity?
Very good. Anna, it literally goes back to the basics of what we're talking about purpose, because everything I do, it really doesn't have to be balanced because it's all within purpose. I've said before, and people heard me say before, that purpose is like your house. You have many rooms. You have many rooms. You have many doors, a front door, a back door, a closet door, a basement door, a bathroom door. You never overwhelmed by the doors because they all attach to the same house. So you're not overwhelmed by your house because they're all attached. All the doors are attached. So when you're doing things within your purpose, it's easy to manage. So I don't do anything outside my house, meaning outside my purpose. So everything I'm doing is with inside the house or inside the purpose. So it's easy to move around because it's my house and they're all my rooms. So it's easy to balance it. But just for sake of the question, one of the things that I do is I do theme my days. I theme my days to get things done. Most people think, oh, when we're thinking about time management. A lot of times we think, oh, I'll get up at 8, I'll do this at 8, I'll do this at 9, I'll do this at 10. If you are a real person with a real life, that's going to be impossible because you'll get a call, someone will call you, something will happen, and it will throw your whole schedule off. So, what I've learned to do is to theme my days. That way, I'll take 7 things that I know I need to get done, and I give them each a day, and I make sure I give them 2 hours on that day. Monday, I have Marketing Monday. Tuesday, I have Teaching Tuesday. Wednesday, I have Working Wednesday. Thursday, I have Talk About It Thursday, where I'm talking to my mentors and coaches and I'm talking out loud. Friday, I have Family and Friends Friday. Saturday, I have Self Service Saturday. And then Sunday, I have Sabbath Sunday.
Wow, that is wow. Now, I think I'm going to adopt that. That would surely make that
Yeah,
would surely make my life a lot easier. And you said that you you allow for 2 hours on those
2 hours.
same days. So
Two
what do you do
hours.
with the rest of the day?
So the rest of the day, that allows me time to do family time. That allows me, I can do if Marketing Monday, I need more than 2 hours, I can take 2 hours. But for sure, I know without a shadow of a doubt, 2 hours in my week is going to be spent on marketing. I know 2 hours on Friday, on Family and Friends Friday, I'm as a leader going to reach out to my family, my kids, my sister, my brother, my family, my friends I haven't, so I can stay connected. On Saturday, I'm going to do something for me. So throughout the rest of the day, I may use some of those hours, but 2 of them are committed to my theme for the day.
Oh, I love that. And so, just kind of thinking again around, um, your themes. Where do you find time for exercise and those types of things? Because Karen, I mean, look, I hung out with you for 2 weeks in Cambodia, and I'm I'm tired thinking about it, and you always still seem to be so fit and full of energy. So, what's your secret?
So, Anna, I do get up in the morning. The mornings are wonderful. The crazy thing is, I wasn't always a morning person growing up. I wasn't a morning person as a young girl, but I knew in order to get the things done that I need to get done, I knew my purpose was calling me. I knew I wanted to make sure I die empty. I wanted to make sure I become everything I was created to be. So I had to be strategic and intentional about my time and my day. So morning before the roosters crow, before everyone gets up, I'm at the gym. I go to the gym and I'm working out. That way when I come home, the 9 to 5 haven't started yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that I've gotten done. So there's some things I do early in the morning that I know no one can interrupt.
So that's really good. You know, um, going off on a slight tangent. I just started reading this book called The Miracle Morning.
Mm.
And it really says exactly some of the things that you were just talking
Mhm.
about. Like you talked specifically about exercise and staying fit, but this gentleman really talks about you know setting aside a certain part of your morning
Mhm.
to get things done for you, for
Absolutely.
your business. I mean, at least the thinking
Mhm.
part, and it's I know it has really made a difference for me.
Mhm.
So
What I have what I call a think menu.
okay.
I have a think menu. So literally every night, I know you know how I order because I order my day. I order my thoughts. I tell myself what to think. I don't let the outside influence, social media, my environment, people, I don't let it determine what I think because we don't realize that people, the things that we see and hear, they're dripping on us. They're getting on the inside of us. So I'm
Yes.
strategic about what I think. So every night before I go to bed, I grab my think menu and I write down what I'm going to think. And in the morning, I get up, I open it up, and I order my day. The same way you go to a restaurant and you order your food, and if someone sends you something you don't like, you send it back. So when I order my thoughts, anything that I didn't order for that day, I send it back, but I know I ordered it. But the beautiful thing about a think menu is you don't just order your thoughts, you create them too. So I create the things I choose to think about each day. And I look at it before I write it down before I go to bed, and I look at it in the morning.
No, oh, we're gonna have to talk about that one again.
Mhm.
And so, you know, a little bit earlier we talked about the importance of being known,
Mhm.
of being deliberate, being very intentional about your visibility. And so could you just talk to us a little bit about the importance of turning an audience, whether it be your community, whether it be your church, whether it be your clients in your business, into something that's a lot more meaningful, not just paying the bills? What steps can entrepreneurs take to foster a sense of community around their brand, and why is that so important?
Mhm. Is very, very important. The first thing I would tell you is to be very strategic and intentional about who's coming to you. I always say, choose those who choose you. A lot of times we're so busy reaching after people that don't even notice us. They don't even see us. Where there's a community of people that's reaching out to us. And a lot of times we ignore the people that's reaching out to us to go after the people we're reaching out. As leaders and business owners, we've been taught to reach out. When we forget to, there are people reaching for us, grab their hands. So first of all, choose those who choose you. So
Mhm.
the people that are, take note, who's calling you, who's coming to you, who's asking you to mentor, who's asking you to be there, who want what you have. Those are your people, because there's an audience and there's a community. There's an audience and there's a community. The audience are people that show up to all of my workshops. They show up to all of my events. But when I convert my audience into my community, now they're not just showing up for what I have, they're showing up for me.
Mm.
And now they become my community. So that means they'll show up regardless if they need anything at all, because they're showing up for me. And the way you make your audience go from an audience to a community is, I use the acronym CARE. The word CARE means care, appreciate, respect, and engage. And when you do that, you'll take your audience from an audience to a community.
Oh, I like that. Just repeat that acronym again for us, Karen.
Care. First of all, care. We know, as John Maxwell certified leaders, he teaches people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So first of all, care, appreciate people. Take time to let people know, I appreciate you. I'm glad you showed up. You didn't have to show up for me. I'm not that wonderful. I'm not that great. Thank you. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate you being here. And then respect them. I honor you. I honor up, I honor down, and I honor all around. I honor you. And then engage. That means don't just bring them into your circle. Find out where their circles and their place is as well.
That is so good. I love these acronyms that you have. I mean, you've already given us like the 4 P's, and you've now given us care. That, and these are almost like sound bites that people
Mhm.
can really take away and implement. And they're also memorable,
Mhm.
which I think, look, well, Karen, I just love you anyway, but
I love you. I was like, oh my gosh.
you know, um, so let's just talk about, something that happens with all entrepreneurs. I
Mhm.
don't care how successful they are today. There have been some setbacks and some repeated challenges.
Mhm.
So, drawing from your extensive experience, Karen, what advice would you give to an entrepreneur on how to stay resilient and to continue pushing forward despite the obstacles and challenges?
The first thing I want you to know, and if you have a pen, I want you to write this down. Success doesn't count the times you fall, it counts the times that you get up. Again, success doesn't count the times you fall, it counts the time you get up. And what I mean by that, when you think about some of the great people that we talk about today, such as Steve Jobs, we don't know their failures. Walt Disney, we don't know their failures. We usually know that John Maxwell, we don't know his failure. We only know his success, because success did not keep a record of all his failures. We're celebrating the fact that they have succeeded, that they are successful today. So, first of all, I say to you, get back up. Failure is necessary. Get back up. You guys, I have an organization in Cambodia called Ravens Hope, and we bring young ladies to America, 18 to 30, and we empower them. We're dealing with young leaders. We're giving their dream opportunity to expand. We're allowing them to dream beyond their borders and their situation. And in that journey, Anna, we got so many no's. No, 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 no. And all I can hear is no don't mean no. It means ask again, ask somebody else and ask differently. Ask again, ask somebody else and ask different. No one gets to say no to your heart yes. When your heart says yes, no one gets to say no to your heart's yes. Get back up. So make sure it's tied to your heart, because if it's tied to your heart, it will be the heartbeat of everything you do. And we all know our heart is what's keeping us alive. So make sure you're tying it to your heart. If it's not tied to your heart, it's probably not anything you really want to do anyway.
Mm. I like that. No is not no. It means
Ask again,
ask again,
ask someone else,
ask someone else,
or ask differently.
or ask differently. Wow, that's again, these are powerful lessons that you're giving us in these antidotes. But tell us more about Raven's Hope.
Absolutely. So in 2010, I had the opportunity to go to Cambodia for the very first time. It was it was a long journey, and I wasn't really interested in going, but it was very, very important. It literally changed the trajectory of my life. And the reason why I'm speaking on that is because I want whoever's listening, step outside of your backyard. Step outside of your community, step outside of your circle of influence. You'll be surprised what you don't know. I thought I knew what I knew. We sing a song in America, we are the world. We're not the world. We are not the world. There's so much to see. I remember, then I'll get right to that story. I remember one day I was in an international airport, and I was literally on a layover, and a lady started talking to me. And as we start talking, we realized we knew some of the same people, and we're in South Korea. And in that moment, when she was talking about the people that I knew and the people she knew, my first thought was, wow. And it was about to come out of my mouth. I almost said, wow, what a small world. And as I began to say, oh, what a small world, I heard God say, can you make it?
Mm,
He said, then don't call my world small. He said, my world is big. Go see it. So one of the things I will suggest is you go see it. So when I started Raven's Hope, I knew I wanted to give because as a little girl, being raised in a single family home where my mom had 10 kids and I'm number nine, and she raised us all by herself. My father's kids, she raised by herself because he left when I was two. I realized that my dream needed space. I realized people need hope. And when I went to Cambodia, I've never been third world poor, but I've been American poor. I've never been in sex trafficking, but I've been sexually abused. So when I got to Cambodia, I saw a need. I saw a need of someone needing an opportunity to dream beyond their environment. So I started Ravens Hope. We empower young ladies 18 to 30. We equip them. We have about 400 ravens. I call my girls ravens. We have about 400 ravens on the ground in Cambodia. Every year, we bring a handful of them to America for extended leadership training. We empower them, we equip them, and then they go back to Cambodia and they be agents of change in their country. We have partnered with about 50,000 business owners in the country of Cambodia. So when our girls go back, when we empower our girls, and when they go back, now we get to connect them with jobs and better opportunities. We're about 14 years old, and I'm excited about just what we're doing. I'm excited about the opportunity, but more than anything, I'm grateful to be used and to be making a difference. I feel people rich.
that is amazing. And so with Raven's Hope, how does known 819 fit into your ecosystem?
Mhm.
And what exactly does known 819 offer?
That's very good. So, one of the things I said in the beginning about the house, the purpose, everything is attached to the other, to the same house. So it's all the same house. I fortify leaders and I empower women to change the world. I fortify leaders and I empower women to change the world. So that's all within inside the house. So in that house, in one room is this, in another room is this, in another room is that. But the house itself is fortifying leaders and empowering women to change the world. So even with our girls being known, our girls, Ravens Hope, I'm teaching our girls to know themselves, to know the greatness that's down on the inside of them. And as I'm teaching people to know themselves and know the greatness that's down on the inside of you and know why you exist, then you understand why you need to be visible, which take us right into known 819, that creation need to know you. If you were created, if you were born, if you're still alive, there's gifts and callings on the inside of you. Creation need to know you. So we created known 819. So known 819, what we do, we offer to business owners, authors, speakers, coaches, small businesses, an opportunity to be known. We give them visibility. We provide a stage, an audience for them. We give them a place to showcase your gift, monetize what you have, give of yourself. So we have created that space, whether it's in Cambodia, America, Germany, Australia, Amsterdam. We've created spaces where we allow people to travel with us and we give them an audience to speak to. And you connect with the audience and they become yours. And then we have videography and photography for you. We capture a whole package for you to showcase. Because here's the thing, Anna, when you're a speaker, when you're a small business, when you're a coach, when you're a trainer, a written resume doesn't mean anything. It's that virtual resume. So when you tell me you can coach, when you tell me you're selling this product, when you tell me you can speak and you train, but then I go to your social media, which is your virtual resume, and I see your nails, your fingernails, your family vacation, your food, you have not sold me. So we create a package for you to be able to showcase the greatness that's on the inside of you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, what an opportunity you're creating for, coaches and authors and speakers, um, in doing something like this. I'm
Mhm.
sure that many of them will probably, be. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that have already taken you up on this, but the part that I find that is also so interesting is that you do this not only in the U.S. but you do this globally, and so that is truly amazing. I love it. So Karen, as we just about wrap up our time together, could you just share, like from your heart, some takeaways that you would like our audience to depart with? um
Absolutely.
yeah.
A few things I want you to know. As I mentioned earlier, I mentioned the apple tree, about the apple tree. It produces apples, so therefore it doesn't have to struggle because it's not trying to produce oranges, it's not trying to produce a banana, it produces apples. When you produce what naturally come out of you, it comes out of you naturally. But the thing about the apple tree is the apple tree does not eat its own apples. So when you realize that your gift and your greatness, they're not for you, they're for others.
Mm.
Don't eat your own apples. And one other thing, remember, people don't come to the tree to see the tree. They come for the fruit. So sometimes they coming literally to get the fruit and to take it away. And a lot of times we say, people, they're just coming to take our stuff. They just want what they can get from me. Absolutely. No one's coming to see you. They're coming after your fruit. Produce and give people that's down on the inside of you. So again, remember the apple tree don't eat its own apples, and it realized that the people aren't coming to see the tree. They're coming after the fruit. So produce, 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 produce. And one last thing I want to leave you with is, you guys, the apple tree only produces in one season and
Mm.
it grows in the other. So don't get frustrated and don't get irritated if you don't see anything in this season. You're growing.
Wow, Karen, I am so grateful that you consented to be a guest on the show today.
My honor.
I just appreciate you. You're such a wise woman. I understand now why all of your many kids in Cambodia call you Mom Karen. Call you Mom Karen.
Yes. I laugh because anywhere from leaders to speakers, grandmas, grandpas, everyone called me Mom Karen, the country of Cambodia. Sometimes I laugh. I say, I think they think that's my name. But I'm honored to be their mom.
That is just
Yeah.
so wonderful. Karen, you've shared a lot with us this today. How can people get in touch with you and find out more about Known 819, find out more about your nonprofit and some of the other things that you are currently doing?
Yes. You guys just go to KarenRobinson.com. KarenRobinson.com. If you go to my website, KarenRobinson.com, it will lead you absolutely everywhere, to Ravens Hope, to Known 819, to my publishing company, to Ravens Hope. Everything that we're doing It's under my name, KarenRobinson.com. I would love to be your coach. I would love for you to be a part of my inner circle. I would love to come and share with you. Creation need to know you. Don't die with your seed in your pocket. I will love, love, love to be your coach.
Well, Karen, again, this has been just a wonderful time spent with you this evening, or today, or this morning, wherever people are listening. I hope that you will consent to come back again and to share
Absolutely.
with us more about the things that you're doing. I did have the opportunity of meeting some of your ravens, very powerful young women. That the age group that you are working with right now is truly amazing, and they are taking their place
Mm,
in Cambodia.
yes.
I have the opportunity of staying connected to a number of them. They've, reached out to me on
Mhm.
Facebook, and we chat and whatnot. But what a powerful um, why you have.
Mm.
And I'm glad that, we've been connected, and that, I get
Yeah.
to be one of the recipients of your fruit, of your wisdom, of your kindness, and of your generosity. So
And
thank
Anna, I just want to say, as you're saying thank you to me, I want to say thank you to you. First of all, I want to say thank you for coming to Cambodia. Thank you for being at my side for those 2 weeks. I learned a lot about you in those 2 weeks, that you love people, you love big. You didn't meet a stranger. You was very concerned, you're attentive, you're discerning, you look around, you see people. And that's one of the struggles in life, is people don't feel seen.
you.
And I watched you see people that no one else saw. And I love that about you. And I want to say thank you for being my sister, and thank you for this opportunity too.
Well, I tell you, this is just a mutual admiration society.
Yes. I love that.
I love that. And so, my friends, I just want to thank my special guest, my sister, that I didn't have a chance to meet until I flew to Cambodia, even though she is in Texas most of the time. I went all the way to Cambodia to meet this woman, and I have to say, I was not disappointed. And so, as we wrap up this exciting episode of the Urban Entrepreneur Show, again, I just want to thank my special guest, Karen Robinson of KNOWN819, and the other companies that she represents so well. And I want to thank you, our listening and our viewing audience, who with us week after week, gleaning from the professionals that I bring to you. Our passion on the Urban Entrepreneur Show is the thing that drives us. It drives us to make sure that you get introduced to some people that you may not have, and be able to glean from them. So, our show today was brought to you by our sponsor, Thrive Leadership Institute, your go to source for coaching, training, and other resources that will supercharge your personal and professional growth. You can discover more about Thrive Leadership Institute by going to the website thriveleadershipinstitute.com. But more importantly, if you are, or I should say, just as important, if you are an entrepreneur and have an amazing story to share, then consider joining us as a guest on the Urban Entrepreneur Show. We really are all about sharing wisdom and experiences that will inspire people to take action in their business. So don't hesitate to get in touch with us by going to Thrive Leadership, the Urban Entrepreneur Show known819.com, and there you can find out more about the show and you can sign up to be a guest. And so until the next time, I just want to wish Karen safe journey wherever you're going to next. And can't wait to see you soon. And for all of you who are with us this evening and those that will watch the replay, God bless. And here's my sign. I love that. Bye bye for now.